I have dissolved this magnesium oxide into water. There is a formation of magnesium hydroxide. This is magnesium hydroxide. Now I will check. I am putting here. I will check with the pH paper. See, this is pH paper. You know, see the strips color code 1 to 7, and again see here 8 to 14. So this, now I will take a piece of this litmus paper. Now I will touch with the pH paper. Now see, it has turned blue. It has turned blue, and see the color. It is not inside, so it is basic in color, and see the color. It is around 12 or 10 to 12, or you can say 11. So this is what we can say, that metal oxides are basic in nature because they are dissolved into water to form the metal hydroxide. So this is one point. Metal oxides are basic in nature. On dissolving, it forms the metal hydroxides, which are bases or basic in nature. Now see, children, this PPT has settled down. This is called as residue. This is settled down in the bottom, and this is called as residue. Residue is of barium sulfate, BaSO4, and here the colorless solution. Colorless solution is sodium chloride. So this is, the PPT is insoluble. You know, PPT is a substance formed in a chemical reaction and which is insoluble. That's why it has settled down in the bottom. It is insoluble. Just on mixing, on shaking, it will dissolve. Not dissolve, it will try to dissolve, but it is insoluble. That's why it settled down. Now see, again it has started settling. Now we see the change. See here, the lower portion of this iron nail, I am going to pour the copper sulfate and will demonstrate you. See children, the brown color. See the brown color. See carefully, the brown color is, compare this side with this side. So it is slightly brown in nature, brown in color. So it is single displacement. See again, it has again settled down, and it is double displacement. So this is one. Now I am going to demonstrate you about the water of crystallization. Now I will take copper sulfate. I will take copper sulfate solid. See the copper sulfate solid. I am going to take this copper sulfate, and copper sulfate, it has blue color. Copper sulfate has blue color. It is blue colored solid. Now see, I have kept in the test tube, dry test tube, and see, again I am going to light on this lamp. See, due to rainy season, now this copper sulfate, it has blue color. I am holding in test tube holder. This is called test tube holder. Now I am going to heat. Watch carefully. I am going to heat the blue colored solid. We keep on shaking so that test tube is not heated so strongly or it may break. The test tubes are very much strong, and test tubes are made up of Pyrex glass, Pyrex, Pyrex glass or borosilicate glass, they are heat resistant. They are heat resistant glasses. Pyrex or borosilicate glass. See, now see the lower portion. Lower portion has become white in color. White in color. See the magic. See the magic. Again I am hitting. See, it has become white. Now see carefully, children. See the water vapors. Water vapors are on the test tube. Water vapors are inside the test tube. See carefully. Water vapors are the test tube. Now I am taking it out, and so see, I will tap on the this matchbox. See, I am going to shake it. I am going to shake it. See, most of the white. See all the white. See all the white still somewhere in the this bottom, but they will also see entire white solid. It has become blue in color. Again, the white colored copper sulfate anhydrous, it has become hydrous. So this reaction is basically physical change. It is physical process, and the water molecules, they again join with the anhydrous sample and forms the hydrous. So hydrous, you can see the blue color. So this is water molecules of crystallization. See the PPT. Again it has set down in the bottom. See the copper sulfate has delivered the copper ions, copper metal. So this is all about the experiment.